long view of history is a series of short stories, pieces of a puzzle that, assembled, help us understand it all. How the great ones rose, where they came from, and how they endure. What they fought for, what they did to survive, why they believed where no one else did, and how they forged a lasting legacy. If you thought you knew UFC history, this is the whole story in 25 parts. UFC 25 Years in Short.
Darren Till has fought some great opponents, but he's never fought an opponent like me. He's fighting a fighter that's a well-rounded fighter, the best one-punch knockout power in the whole entire welterweight division.
Oh, attacked him! Big shot! It is all over! Tyron Woodley!
Tyron can't dominate me because I'm just a better fighter. He's been the champ for quite a while now. He's been a good fighter throughout his career, and now it's time for the new dog to take over, and the new dog is me.
Cowboys turned away from his opponent. Take a look! What a stoppage! Darren Till shocks the world!
I want the best Tyron Woodley, so I can sit back and say I beat the best Tyron Woodley. So that's how I look at it.
Dallas is in for a treat. You're going to see the welterweight champion devour his opponent, walk away and still.
Before Woodley and Till, the prelims are on FX. Carla Esparza, hungry to reclaim gold, takes on Tatiana Suarez. Plus, the grudge match becomes a rivalry as Sterling and Stamen turn boards to war. UFC 228 prelims, Saturday at 7 Eastern on FX.
UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the weigh-in for UFC 228, Woodley versus Till. Tomorrow night, Dallas, Texas plays host to another massive UFC pay-per-view. In the main event, welterweight champion Tyron Woodley goes for a fourth straight defense of his title against the oncoming force that is English superstar Darren Till. We would like to thank our UFC sponsors, Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Metro PCS, bringing you knockout coverage of the UFC on a pound-for-pound strong network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Harley Davidson, see your dealer today and learn to ride like some of your favorite UFC fighters with Harley Davidson Riding Academy. Live your legend. And Body Armor. Body Armor Sports Drink provides superior hydration for today's athletes. More electrolytes, more vitamins, better sports drink. Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. We would also like to send a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members joining us today here in Dallas, Texas. We hope to see all of you once again for the fights tomorrow night. And now for the call of the weigh-in for UFC 228. Here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening, Dallas? Welcome to the weigh-ins. Thank you very much. How about a nice round of applause for Ariane, Brittany, and Vanessa, Dana White. Without him, none of this would be possible. UFC matchmakers, Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard. And we got a hell of a card for you, folks. We kick things off on Fight Pass in the flyweight division. Roberto Sanchez versus Jared Brooks. Official weight, 125.5 for Mr. Brooks. And his opponent, Roberto Sanchez. Official weight, 126 for Mr. Sanchez. The next fight takes place in the women's bantamweight division. Irene Aldana versus Lucy Padillo. First up on the scale, Lucy Padillo, official weight 134. And her opponent, Irene Aldana. Official weight 135. Lucy Padillo and Irene Aldana, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the lightweight division. Jim Miller versus Alex White. Official weight 155 for Mr. White. And his opponent, Jim Miller. Official weight 155.5 for Mr. Miller. Alex White and Jim Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Next up is the featured bout on Fight Pass. It takes place in the welterweight division. Diego Sanchez versus Craig White. Official weight 171 for Mr. White. And his opponent, Diego Sanchez. Official weight 171 for the Nightmare. Diego Sanchez live on UFC Fight Pass, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the prelims on FX. We kick things off in the middleweight division. Charles Byrd versus Darren Stewart. Official weight 185.5 for Mr. Stewart. And his opponent, Charles Byrd. Official weight 185 for Mr. Byrd. Kicking things off on FX, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Byrd and Darren Stewart. place in the welterweight division, Jeff Neal versus Frank Camacho. On the scale, Frank Camacho, official weight 171. And his opponent, Jeff Neal. Official weight 170.5 for Mr. Neal. Frank Camacho and Jeff Neal, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the bantamweight division. Aljamain Sterling versus Cody Stamann. Official weight 135.5 for Mr. Stamann. And his opponent, Aljamain Sterling. Official weight 135.5 for Mr. Sterling. Cody Stamann versus Aljamain Sterling, ladies and gentlemen. Next we move to the featured bout in the FX prelims in the women's strawweight division. Carla Esparza versus Tatiana Suarez. Official weight 115 for Tatiana Suarez. And her opponent, the former strawweight champion of the world, Carla Esparza. Official weight 115.5 for the former champion. Tatiana Suarez and Carla Esparza, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the pay-per-view. We kick things off in the welterweight division. Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus to the bantamweight division, Jimmy Rivera versus John Dodson. Official weight 135.5 for Mr. Dodson. And his opponent, Jimmy Rivera. Official weight 136 from Mr. Rivera. John Dodson versus Jimmy Rivera, ladies and gentlemen. Next we move to the featherweight division. Zabit Magomed Sharipov versus Brandon Davis. Official weight 146 from Mr. Davis. And his opponent, Zabit Magomed Sharipov. Official weight 146 for Zabit. Zabit Magomed Sharipov versus Brandon Davis. The next fight takes place in the women's strawweight division. Jessica Andrade versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Official weight 115 for Miss Kowalkiewicz. And her opponent, Jessica Andrade. Official weight 116. Karolina Kowalkiewicz and Jessica Andrade, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's take a closer look at the two men involved in the main event of the evening.
I'm not scared of anyone. From the minute I started mixed martial arts, I knew I was going to be the best fighter in the world. The rise has been a lot faster than people expected, and even myself, I have just ran through everyone.
Oh, look at that! Beautiful work! Cowboys turned away from his opponent. My God, I'll take a look. What a stoppage!
Darren Till shocks the world, and Darren Till has taken out a legend.
I believe I'm the best fighter alive. I say it time and time again, and I believe it.
I I am gonna be the champion at some point. For me, it's not if, it's when. I feel indestructible.
Ladies and gentlemen, a superstar in the making, Darren Till!
I'm a light heavyweight fighting in the welterweight division. Look how powerful I am.
Dick man, he is eating. He's out. He's out.
Cold. I am the best striker in the welterweight division. In fact, in the whole of the UFC, I am the best.
Who does the gorilla want next?
Everyone and anyone, I don't care. I'm not scared of anyone. They're all getting it.
People are going to eventually start getting it, that I'm not letting these young kids come up and make their name off me. This is my throne. It's going to be very difficult for any of these welterweights to beat me. I'll be undeniably one of the best welterweights, if not the best welterweight that ever graced the octagon, and that's my goal. This belt ain't going anywhere until I get done fighting.
Oh, he tagged him. Big shot. It is all over. Tyron Woodley.
He don't have the experience I've had. He hasn't been in there with the killers I've been in there with. I fought fight for this belt. Everybody think they want something until they lock that octagon, and he gonna see it.
Woodley looking to finish. It is all over.
Talk whatever you want when you're not facing me, but when you're in my presence, you know that there's a presence and there's an energy to be reckoned with. I'm coming to completely destroy this man.
He's not gonna outstrike me. He's not gonna out-wrestle me. He's not gonna outgrind me. I'm gonna just let him talk the talk.
Respect as the champion, but you know I'm still coming to knock him clean out on September 8th.
Because at the end of the day, when they lock the cage, I'm still gonna do the same thing. Whoop his
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, Darren Till. Official weight 169. And his opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Tyron Woodley. Official weight 170 for the champion. I'm here with the challenger, Darren Till. Darren, this is the big one. The biggest fight of your young career, a shot at the title against one of the best champions in the welterweight division. Give us your thoughts on what tomorrow night means to you.
Everything you just said, the biggest night, the biggest fight, the biggest test against one of the best to ever do in the welterweight division. And I am fucking coming to have war. War!
Good luck to you, sir. Darren Till, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with the champ, Tyron Woodley. Tyron, another young, hungry challenger coming to take your belt. What does this fight mean to you, and what do you think about tomorrow night?
I'm the greatest welterweight of all time. Another young challenger is going to attempt. Many have tried, many have been denied. Greatest welterweight of all time. You guys will see tomorrow.
Good luck to you, sir. The champ, ladies and gentlemen, Tyron Woodley. Thank you, Dallas. We'll see you all tomorrow night.
Darren Till has fought some great opponents, but he's never fought an opponent like me. He's fighting a fighter that's a well-rounded fighter, the best one-punch knockout power in the whole entire welterweight division.
Oh, he tagged him. Big shot. It is all over. Tyron Woodley.
Tyron can't dominate me because I'm just a better fighter. He's been the champ for quite a while now. He's been a good fighter throughout his career, and now it's time for the new dog to take over, and the new dog is me.
Cowboys turned away from his opponent. Mark Goddard's taking a look. What a stoppage!
Darren Till
I want the best Tyron Woodley, so I can sit back and say I beat the best Tyron Woodley. So that's how I look at it.
Dallas is in for a treat. You're going to see the welterweight champion devour his opponent, walk away and still.
We have all the makings of a championship classic.
An excellent fight between two of the very best.
The stakes get bigger. Two